Welcome to church.
Welcome to church.
Where truth are being exposed.
Yes, sir.
Exposed.
This is a home of truth.
That is true, sir.
Matthew 18 verse 15. This is a home of truth. Once your brother or your sister offend you, go and meet him and tell him or her. He said, moreover, if your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault. Between you and him alone, if he hears you, you have gained your brother. But if he will not hear, take it. If he will not hear, take with you one or two more, that by the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established. And if he refuses to hear them, tell it to the church. Tell it to the church. But if he refuses even to hear the church, let him be to you like a heathen or a tax collector. New and old are fulfillment of the scriptures. Ezekiel 3 from verse 17 down to 19 spoke there again clearly. False. This is a home of truth. When you go to any church, they don't chastise you, or you go to a church, they are afraid of you. Leave that church. My late wife will say, I have seen a man that never fear anybody except God. All of you know my late in-law, Ifoma will say it, with my height and my stature. She's the one that pulled every man of God down. But she said to you, I've seen God. Ritabbi will tell you the truth no matter how bitter it look like. I will humble you. He said, Son of man, I have made you a watchman for the house of Israel. I was made a watchman by God, not men. I am not ordained by man, I'm ordained by God. He said, therefore, hear a word from my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say to the wicked, you shall surely die, and you give him no warning not to speak, to warn that wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, not your life. He said, that same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood I will require at your hand. Every true seeker of God doesn't fear to speak the truths. Every soul is of God. Ezekiel 18 from verse 4. We are sent to sell every soul. As long as you are a living soul, I must warn you. He said, behold, all souls are mine. All souls are mine. The souls of the Father as well as the souls of the Son is mine. So the soul who sins shall die. And God does not derive pressure to see any soul perish. Go and ask. 1999 September 18th, by 1:45, I was the only man that preached in Masalachin Juma. Till death, no Christian can enter to the central mosque.
That is true, sir.
Till it is not a secret, it's an exposed word. The only man that when Muslim wanted to dedicate a mosque in Kwarafa, I was invited by them. They say the only man that stands truth is in it. I have nothing to be hated, but your chastising to your own good is what will make you hate me. Every soul is of God. Do you know why the wicked are run away from me? John 3:19-21. He said, and this is the condemnation, that the light has come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deed were evil. For everyone practicing evil hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his evil deed should be exposed. But he who does the truth comes to the light, that his deeds may be clearly seen that they have been done in God. Ritabbi will stand and say, whom oxen have I taken? Any girl that know he has seen me, come and take 10 million. I never start saying it because you are here. I start saying this thing year 2000, 4 years before my marriage. I was the only man boasting as a young man in Kwarafa markets. Do you know what I used to boast? Righteousness. I don't boast with worldly things. There was a time, those of you that were here 212, 213, I was looking for men in the Bible that have hidden hands down. I said one man is remaining, Enoch. I said it here. Righteousness exalt a nation. Friends, if you must boast, boast in the Lord. Mangaha kaha setenia. I am too proud in locating this light. You can't hold this light and be humiliated. Never. 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 Why my shoulder? Formerly a widower, my shoulder is still high because I have not deferred anyone's oxen. Your money cannot lift you your shoulder. Your knowledge, your wisdom cannot lift your shoulder. But your clarity and cleanity, immaculity without spots. Never you fear a man with billions, but fear a man with God's grace. For it takes grace to be great. Look up here. Never let people think that you can't do without them. You should remember, there was a time when you did not know them and you were doing very well.
That is true, sir.
Never let people think that you can't do without them. Remember, there was a time when you didn't know them and you were doing very well. Some group of men look at me long ago and say, we will go. I said, go! I did not called by God because I saw you. I was called by God because of innumerable people that had to come. When it was 5 members, I was ranting and shouting because he that called me is able and he will do it. The problem with so many is, are you sure? Without this person, I will not survive. Then God will step out. But when you know there is God, when you know you don't know that person even before you came. You see what has been keeping me? David said it clearly in Psalm 27 from verse 10. When his father and his mother left him, that was when he saw clearly and God took him. That was when he saw clearly. That was when God now opened up ways for him. That man, that woman telling you without me, they are the one canopaning you, making your ways to be dark. Tell that person, remove yourself from me and see if I won't go high. Learn this. No man has the right to hold your destiny. No man has the right to destroy your destiny. Your destiny is destroyable if you permit it.